Today I will show you how to make this Trippy Ghost effect. So I 100% believe that this effect has a bunch of video editing potential and you should definitely use it in your music videos and your edits. But also guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Povikas and I have an absolutely crazy video editing website called povikas.com where I have all of my video editing presets that I use in every single editing project. So if you're interested in my video editing presets, I'll leave my video editing website linked in the description and also my all packs bundle, which includes every single presets pack that I've ever made. But anyways guys, let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, in After Effects I have a clip of One and Only from one of his music videos, and what you can do on your clip is press Ctrl D to duplicate it. And on this duplication we're going to be making this effect. So the first effect I recommend to add is called Echo. Now this effect already is a little bit trippy, but it just really is not going to look that good if we don't do anything about it. So we need to go to Echo Operator, and I like to make it to maximum. And here I also like to go and make the number of echoes to 3, but I sometimes like it to make it a bit more, because with more number of echoes you'll have actually more ghosts. So it could even be like 15, but just depends on what you prefer. And now a very optional effect, by the way, you don't have to add it if you don't have it. It's called Uni.heatwave. For this effect you do need the universe plugin, but if you don't have the universe plugin you can just skip this one. And here I like to make it to 70 on the heat intensity, and that's pretty much it. This is just going to add this crazy heat effect, a lot of like blur going around. And I also like to add as hotspots. Now this is another kind of optional effect and it requires the Sapphire plugin, so if you don't have this plugin, again just skip this effect. And here at the start of where we want the effect to start, we can keyframe the blur input to 0, but let's make the threshold 0 at the start and also have it keyframed, of course. And now the most important effect is going to be Quick Chromatic Aberration Free, which is a free plugin that everybody should just get. It's literally free, so you should definitely have it. And here I prefer to make the channels to green and blue, but you can change it to red and blue. Those are going to be the main colors. And here I just like to keyframe the scale at 100 and go to stylistic. Here I like to make the distort uniform to 30%, and this is going to pop out like that. Here you can also mess around a lot, like you could make the distort aberration like this, and that's going to look really cool, by the way. So you could just have it like that, but for the sake of the tutorial, we could just have it like 2%, you know. And the last effect we'll add here is going to be again optional. It's called S Distort Chroma. And here at the start I like to make the amount to 0.07 and the blur length to 145 and keyframe all blur lengths and amount. Now you might be wondering, okay, this is just not the effect at the intro. Well, it's because we need to mess around with the keyframes and also with the blending mode. The first thing we need to do is we need to right click on our duplication, go to blending mode and make it to screen. This will already make it look a bit cooler, but this is definitely not what we want. So now we need to press U and we will see all of the keyframes we made while making the effect. And here we can just go, for example, like 2 frames forward and just mess around. So like make the blur input like 22, and that gives blur to this whole clip. Actually, you can barely see it. Yeah, you see there's a lot of blur, but you could go 2 frames forward and make the blur input to like 0, and then go like 2 frames forward and keyframe it to 0 as well. And now the most important part we can do is we can hold Alt and press on this stopwatch. And here we're going to type loop out and press on this and go out. And this will loop the blur, by the way. And that's what we're going to do with most of these effects. We're going to loop them so we won't have to make a bunch of keyframes. So now we can go a couple of frames forward, maybe like right here. Doesn't really matter that much. And here we can make the scale to 111. And this will pop out like that. Then we can go like 1 frame forward. And here we can make the blur length like 74 maybe. Now we can go like maybe 5 frames forward, somewhere like here. And here we can make the threshold to 0.25. And the S Distort Chroma amount, we can make it to minus 0.06. And here you can see just by doing this, there's kind of like a ghost appearing, which looks really cool, but we can just keep going. So now we can go like 1, 2, maybe 3 frames forward, make the threshold to 0, and then go 1 frame forward. And here I make the Quick Chromatic Aberration Free scale to 97. This will also change the scale. It's not very important of what's happening. What's important is that we're randomizing the settings here to make it actually look like the ghost is moving around and just everything is happening. Now we can go a couple of frames forward, actually maybe like a bit far, like somewhere here. And here we can make the S Distort Chroma amount to 0.05 and go like a couple of frames back, maybe somewhere here, and make the blur length like 140. Now for the last few adjustments, we can just go really far because this effect is a very long effect, and we can turn back the scale up to like 117% and then go like 4 frames forward and make the chromatic aberration scale to 100%. And now this is going to be very easy. All we need to do is just hold Alt and press on all of the stopwatches, type loop out on this one. You can actually copy and paste this code. So let's have it on there. Let's hold Alt, press on this stopwatch, type in loop out, get out of there. Again, hold Alt, press on this, type loop out, get out of there. Hold Alt, type loop out, get out of there. And here we go, guys. This is pretty much the effect. You just get it like that. That looks super dope. On some clips it looks better than the others. And for example, look at these car clips, by the way. It looks like it's kind of like dreamy, just so nice. But also, if you made the blending mode to normal, you could have a second case scenario for this effect. You could make it a trippy effect. It becomes literally a trippy effect if you just have a normal blending mode. So you could just use it like this, by the way. It looks super cool just like that. But my favorite case is to use it in screen. But yeah, anyways guys, that's about it for the video. And if you would also like to learn how to make a viral blob tracking effect, then I'll have a video pop up somewhere here on the screen so you can easily check it out. But anyways, have a great day. See ya.